Hey everyone, my name is Danny. Welcome to Jones Vibes. We finally have some news regarding The Batman Part 2. You know, the sequel to the amazing movie that came out that I covered here on the channel. I was all excited about it. I mean, look at these videos. I made a ton of videos speculating about what could be happening in The Batman Part 2. Look at how young I was, too. And then a year went by. And then it got delayed, and then it got delayed again. And here we are. Here we are years later with a release date of 2027, but some good news at last. The script is finally finished. This comes after a long while of people just asking about this script, right? People would constantly ask James Gunn, since he's the head at DC now, people would constantly ask him, is this script finished? When is Matt Reeves turning this in? People were making stories up saying that Matt Reeves is gonna turn in this thing on Monday, and then James Gunn would be like, no, he's not turning this thing on Monday. And so really, if you've been keeping an eye on it, which I know a lot of you guys probably have, just like me, but it's been very confusing. At times, it's been heartbreaking because there have been times where it's like, they're gonna merge Robert Pattinson's Batman with the DCU, and then it gets conflicting because you're like, I don't know if I want that. It might be cool. How is that going to affect the Batman Part 2? And also just like this huge gap in time between the first one and second one, it has very much felt like the wind has just kind of gone out of the Batman sails, you know what I mean? There hasn't been much hope, and it has lost all momentum that it once had. When it first was released, everybody immediately started talking about the sequel, but here we are. Matt Reeves posts on Twitter the other day, it's like 3 or 4 days ago, this picture. It says, partners in crime, and it has a picture of the Batman Part 2 script. Now, there's some text there. It's all blurry. Believe me, I've tried to decipher what's happening here. The only thing that I can decipher is that top line clearly looks like The Batman Part 2. And I know you're probably like, Danny, this is nothing. This is just a blurry photo, but to me, this is everything. This shit is real, guys. The Batman is my favorite Batman film. I absolutely love it, and I have wanted nothing more than to see this freaking sequel, at least for this Batman story to have a trilogy, just a trilogy of movies. I didn't ask for the Penguin spinoff. I love the Penguin spinoff, but I didn't ask for that. I just want these 3 movies because I think Robert Pattinson's Pattinson is freaking fantastic, and I love the world. I love the Gotham that Matt Reeves created. I'm excited for everything that the DCU is going to do with Batman. I think we're going to get a really cool, fantastical version of Batman, and it's going to be very comic accurate. I can't wait. But the Batman universe is the one that I'm the most intrigued by because it's emotional, it's dark, it's gritty, but it's not grounded so much that it's like the Nolan trilogy where it just feels like you're in Chicago or Philly or wherever. It still feels like its own thing. It feels like Gotham, if that makes any sense. And so now moving into this territory, I know we still have a long time. So I think the release date was moved to October 2027. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I haven't taken the time to look that up in quite a while. But even with this announcement, we can start speculating again because that was what was so exciting to me here on the channel after the first one came out. I was speculating about the villains all across the board. We talked about Clayface, we talked about Hush, we talked about the possibilities for the Joker, we talked about Mr. Freeze. There was so much going on and it was so exciting, and now I want to start to see that momentum build again because there are so many freaking possibilities. At this point, looking at this and just getting the overall sense of what Matt Reeves is trying to accomplish with this second film, I really feel like it's either going to be Hush or The Court of Owls, but we can talk about that. We have a lot of time. We have 2 years. But I'm really just making this video to gauge whether you guys are still excited. Are you still excited for the Batman? Are you excited for the Batman Part 2? Is this something that still interests you? Because it certainly interests me. I would love to see some comments down below about how you guys are feeling, because again, this was a whole process. This has been a whole thing. I've seen several channels kind of go through this on YouTube where there was a lot of momentum. All we were doing was talking about the Batman, and it was an exciting time. And then it just plateaued because it was like, what the hell is going on? Where is this movie? Are they done with the script? Is this movie even happening? There were a lot of rumors behind the scenes as well about Matt Reeves and some possible health issues. So it's not really Matt Reeves' fault that this was going on. Whatever was happening there, whether it was a health issue or something else, I mean, he's a guy that takes his time. We saw that with the Apes trilogy that he was working on, and those movies turned out phenomenal. So it's like, I don't really care how much time it takes to get this movie out. I would prefer that they get it out quicker, you know, sooner rather than later, but I just want it to be good at this point with everything that we've gone through with this, and also seeing what they're doing with the DCU. The fact that a script now has been delivered, knowing everything we know about Matt Reeves, that means they have nailed a really, really, really great story and are very confident about it, because I don't think that they would have turned this in without being super confident about it. This isn't just something that they were just lazily writing. They've spent a ton of time time trying to detail this thing. The movie is still happening, and it's time to bring back some of the speculation here on the channel. So if you're new here, please subscribe. I'll be making speculation videos regarding the Batman Part 2. Also, if you have any ideas for videos that maybe I haven't talked about already, I would love to hear that down in the comments. But that's about all I got for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace! Dun, 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 dun.